Yawn. What time is it? The sun is already so high in the sky, I must have slept in. Considering how long I spent outside last night, that's hardly a surprise.
Didn't she specifically say last night that her stepmother wouldn't let her sleep in?
That's what I thought. I'm not sure what to think about what happened. I want to trust Tobias, but... well, at least it's something different from the usual. It's strange how my life has been so boring all this time, and suddenly, all these things started happening to me. But even stranger than that, I wonder why no one has come to wake me up yet. It must be at least noon, if not later. Surely Carmosa hasn't decided to be gracious and grant me a holiday.
Like that'll happen.
I want none of your pitiful excuses. Uh-oh. Carmosa's definitely not in a gracious mood. I should get going to see what's going on before she catches me like this.
Like what?
Oh. She just got up at noon and she wasn't supposed to? Oh. Everyone is here. You're an even bigger disappointment than usual. Looks like Carmosa's mad at Gloria today. I wonder why. Hey, Sophia.
Cinders, not so loud. I don't want to get in trouble. Or miss any of this.
But what's going on?
Business as usual. Mother's in a bad mood, and Gloria was the nearest thing she could yell at.
I'm not interested in any of your excuses. It's your duty to make sure there's enough wood in the fireplace.
What?
If the servant is allegedly ill, then find someone else. Do it yourself if you have to.
I'm sorry, Mother. I understand.
If you truly understood, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. But I am wasting my breath. I can only hope that you've learned your lesson and this won't happen again. It seems I can't trust you girls with even the smallest tasks. I wish that one of you would finally take charge of things.
Yes, Mother.
Well, don't just say yes. Prove your worth by taking action. Make sure dinner is ready within 2 hours. I expect the wood to be chopped by then as well.
Jeez, what time is it?
Noon.
When did we wake up?
Noon.
Don't worry, Mother, I will. They're eating dinner at what, like 2?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Cinders, Sophia, why were you two wasting your time eavesdropping instead of being useful?
It's funny. T, it's not a waste to watch the mighty all-knowing Gloria get scolded by Mom. Oh, what's this? You usually have such a sharp reply, but now you can't think of anything to say? Whatever happened to the perfect, glorious, outspoken Gloria? One scolding from Mom is all it takes to shut you up?
I don't have time to deal with your childish jealousy right now, but watch your tongue. I will certainly get you in trouble someday. Anyway, you too heard, Mother. Dinner must be ready in 2 hours, so get started.
Why do we have to get dinner ready?
Because I'll be busy taking care of Mother's other needs, like getting the wood chopped. If you'd rather not, I can always tell Mother you refuse to obey her orders.
Fine, I'll do it. Just pray your food isn't poisoned.
Ha! As if you have the guts to do such a thing, little sister. Now if you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to.
Well, it looks like I'm stuck working with you, Cinders.
say you sure told her?
Might as well try to get on our good side.
Yeah! Wow, you really told her off. Nicely done!
Of course I did. It's nice to see Gloria get a taste of her own poison once in a while. It's even nicer to see her at a loss for words.
You really hate her, don't you?
Yes. I never thought about it before, but I guess I do. Gloria was always cruel to me. She keeps trying to be like Mom, and she thinks Mom will acknowledge her if she keeps putting me down. Well, things haven't been as bad ever since you came along. You're getting the brunt of it now. But yes, I hate her. I didn't always hate her, but I definitely do now.
At least she got her due this time. She might be Carmosa's favorite, but we're the ones to on top for now.
True, but I don't feel that great about it. Well, that's not important. If we don't finish dinner on time, we won't be on top for much longer.
It'll be nice having someone helping me with dinner for once.
Hurry up and take out all the ingredients we're going to need.
Why me?
Isn't it obvious? I hardly step foot in this place, so naturally I don't know where anything is.
Naturally, but that doesn't mean you can't help with the preparation, though.
I don't really have a choice in the matter, do I? There's no way you can prepare dinner in 2 hours alone.
Yes, there is.
I'll be in just as much trouble as you if it's not done. Mother isn't forgiving towards anyone.
I figured that much out myself. Now, here are all the ingredients.
Yuck, that stench is unbelievable. Are they rotting or something?
No, it's just you.
How dare you?
This is how vegetables smell. They do grow in the soil, you know.
It's disgusting. Why do we eat that? Sure, but I can't believe you actually live with this odor. I bet sometimes you must feel like a rather large carrot yourself. Or beetroot, maybe.
That's very funny, Sophia. Besides, it wasn't exactly my own... It wasn't exactly my own choice to move in here. I used to have a proper bedroom before Gloria took it.
Of course. How could I forget?
It's because I'm the best.
But still, you should be grateful. They say that harsh conditions help to build character. You're bound to become a diamond here, while poor Gloria softens with every passing hour.
Can't you give me a break for once? If that's how it's going to look, I prefer to risk Carmosa's anger and prepare dinner alone.
Oh fine, don't be so tight, sis. One Gloria in this house is one too many. So, what was it like before we moved in with you anyway?
Are we still wanting to get on her good side?
Sure.
Alright.
Woo! Do you really want to know?
No.
Wasn't that the other option?
Of course. We've got to talk about something, or else it will be awfully dull in here.
You can't just admit that you're actually interested in my life.
Well, if you must know, the moment we started talking, I decided it's better to imagine you're a character from some bad romance novel. It's much less personal like that. Damn. That's cold.
You're such a darling sometimes.
I know, right? I may not be the worst or best in the family, but you can't accuse me of lacking creativity.
Ooh.
But let's get back to that book you're in.
Well, life was different when Father was still alive, more carefree. Although, I suppose that's how childhood is. father had a way with kids. I think he was a rather big child himself. Always dreaming. I loved it back. I loved it back then. And he tried fucking fairies.
I see. And how do you feel about it now?
Now I think he was fucking weird. It was great. It was too dreamy. It was suffocating.
Too dreamy?
Yeah, I'd go to dreaming.
Woo! It may have been fun while it lasted, but looking back on it, I think Father was overprotective. He raised me to live in a dream instead of reality. Unfortunately, life was a lot more complicated than fairy tales. You can say that again. Oh wait, that's you.
Oh. I didn't even realize that at first. You can say that again. Imagination only works so far, and all dreams eventually come to an end.
You're right. Sometimes I wish Father had better prepared me to be awake.
What about your mother? Do you remember her?
Unfortunately, she passed away giving birth to me. I still feel guilty about it, even though I know it doesn't make any sense. Father told me a lot about her, but I really don't know if that's how she was, or just an idealized image. Either way, I know that her death had a huge impact on him. I think he was very lonely. Perhaps that's why he preferred to get lost in his dreams rather than face real life.
I'm sure it got even worse after we came into your life, huh?
Nah, it was fantastic.
Woo!
Ew, this onion is making my eyes wet.
Cold water, dude.
Or gum.
Give that to me, I'll chop it. If you rinse the knife first, it shouldn't sting that much. As for you, I'd say my life was definitely different after you came in.
Oh, just be honest. I know your life has been miserable ever since your father married our lovely mother. I did it on purpose. Trust me, it's not like Lori and I wanted this either, and yet here we are, one big happy family.
You can be
Maybe.
awfully huh? What?
I was gonna say it may be big, but I don't think it's happy.
You can be awfully cynical at times.
Oh, you noticed.
Fine then. Yes, my life got worse when you showed up. I'm a servant, no, a slave in my own house. Not like you'd understand.
Yes. What could I possibly know about it? Stupid onion.
Sounds to me like it's your turn to talk about your life.
Well, there's not much to say.
That can't be true. It's obvious that a lot happened to you and Gloria. You wouldn't be like this otherwise. Besides, you said you wanted conversation, so tell me about yourself.
Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. When we were children, living out in the countryside, our house wasn't as nice as this one, though. Our father was a military man. He got himself killed in some war, and that left Mother a widow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I hardly even saw the man. When he was around, he was like a complete stranger, not a proper father at all. His death meant nothing to us.
It's a bit cold-hearted.
I love how she says it all passionately with her fist all raised.
Yeah.
Just, he meant nothing to us. What about Carmosa? It must have affected her. Maybe that's why she is the way she is now.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Mom didn't care about him any more than we did.
Why marry him? Oh. Yeah!
Well, why does anyone get married? Money. For many reasons?
Yeah, it's it for many reasons.
Woo! There's a lot of reasons for people to get married. I don't think I can give it one solid answer. Some do it to attain higher status or more riches. It's also a way to ensure you aren't alone when you're old.
Wow.
And sometimes love, or at least mutual respect, plays a role too.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
You're right. For instance, an ugly girl like me would only attract men looking for status. They would try to climb the social ladder using my back for rungs.
She's fishing for compliments.
Yep. It was the opposite with Mother. She used her looks to attract a man of higher social standing. If you had a penchant for melodrama, you could say she climbed his dead body to be where she is now. Carmosa comes from a poor family. They had a title of nobility, but they'd lost most of their riches and splendor. The only way for her to advance up the social ladder was to marry, and she was ambitious. She married an officer who was relatively rich and had a lot of accolades. She probably planned ahead even there. For all I know, she chose a man who would probably die in battle so that she could marry and even hire later.
So she's a gold digger.
She probably murdered him.
How can you say that? That's such a cruel assumption.
Cruel? It's not like she killed him.
Right.
He would have died anyway. She wanted something more out of life.
It's still a cold thing to do.
Cold? Sure, it's cold. It's business. I don't see what's wrong with it. Mother's not dumb. She did what she had to. There's not much room in this world for women with ambitions, so you take what you can get.
So, back then, was your life as bad as it is now?
Yes. Worse, actually.
What? How so?
Well, you weren't around. Oh. What?
Really? Really? You're gonna be like that?
Listen, if you're not around, who do you think becomes the victim? Mother's always needed a scapegoat, and Gloria would do anything to please that woman. I'm not as pretty, smart, or ambitious as them, so naturally she humiliated me, and Mom didn't disapprove.
Oh, whoops. I don't know. How do you rewind it?
I think it's
Scroll?
I don't have a scroll on my laptop.
I think it also said the up arrow key.
The what? Oh, up. Okay. Now that I'm here, they no longer target you, is that it?
That's exactly it. Mom and Gloria have a new scapegoat, and my life is finally a little better.
Oh, I see. So now that you're no longer tormented, you choose to torment me instead!
Of course. Nothing personal, but it's either me or you, and I certainly won't be a victim again. Besides, you should be grateful. Didn't your father shield you from the real world too much? Well, now you get to see exactly what it's like. That's the way of all things. You're either the hunter or the prey. And as long as Mother and Gloria focus on you, I can go back to being my own worthless self. Man, it's dark. I
So
don't know.
I'd say you're not worthless.
Sure.
She's thirsty! Just listen to yourself. You're not worthless, ugly, stupid, or even cruel.
Well, she might be cruel.
Yeah.
My, and what has made you an expert all of a sudden?
That's ridiculous. It's obviously the person you hate the most is yourself, but you have no reason to. So you make up all these excuses like you're too stupid or ugly or worthless when you know it's not true. But it's still an easy way out, isn't it? You prefer to convince yourself you're nothing, so nobody will expect anything more from you. You don't have to change or do anything, if you're worthless after all.
And you sound like you're trying to convince yourself that you're all-knowing.
You're not worthless, Sophia. You know that.
It's almost endearing how hard you try to see the good in other people, but you're just being naive.
It's not naive at all. I was paying attention when you were talking, and I learned something important. You think you're worthless because you can't measure up to Carmosa or Gloria, but that's the opposite. Carmosa is the woman of strong influence. It's easy to get drawn in and conform to what she wants. The fact that you've resisted means that you're stronger than Gloria. It means you're stronger than Carmosa. I'm sorry you had to suffer for it, but that makes you even more admirable.
Dots.
You really had it rough, and I know that left a mark on you, but it doesn't make you worthless.
You know, I don't need your pity.
Trust me, it's the last thing on my mind. You've been absolutely horrid to me. But now that I know what happened to you, well, I just wish that you knew better.
Listen to me closely, Cinders, because I'm only going to say this once. I am sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I'm not promising I'll change, but it's better than nothing.
Thanks! Glad we could speak with each other like this. Maybe this isn't the start. This is the start of something better.
Don't get your hopes up.
Whatever.
Anyway, it looks like dinner's nearly ready, so I'm leaving. Just make sure to hurry.
I was gonna say, are they nearly done making that? Or...
I will.
Goddamn onions.
Oh.
See you later.
Oh, okay. Wait, Sophia!
What?
Just remember that sometimes it's easier to get through tough situations if you have someone on your side.
I suppose so.
I wonder if I got through to her. I can't believe we actually had that conversation! That was definitely unexpected! I think I need some time to think it over. The meal is nearly done anyway. All that's left is to get one of the servants to cook the rest right before it is served.
What?
I really need
What
to
are
get out.
they doing?
I don't know. I really need to get out and gather my thoughts. Everyone is busy. So I'm sure no one will notice if I sneak out.
That whole time just chopping up vegetables.
just putting it in a pot
20 minutes.
that doesn't even have water in it and done.
The servants will take care of it.
The main hallway is empty. It's no surprise there. As I thought, everyone is busy right now. I don't have much time before dinner, but I'm sure I could sneak out and be back in time. All that talk about my mother reminded me that I haven't been to her grave in a long time. It might be dangerous to sneak out during the day, but I don't know if I'll get another chance. I'll just have to move as quickly as I can. You just went out in the...
at night?
Huh?
So wouldn't it be worse at night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cemetery. I don't even remember how long it's been since I last visited the little cemetery. Mother's grave isn't hard to find. It's guarded by a statue of an angel crying gracefully at Father's idea.
Oh no.
Looking at how much pain the angel is in, it's clear that Father took Mother's death very badly.
Well,
I can't
can't imagine why.
I can't bring myself to look away from the statue. I'm sorry, Father. The grave must be in terrible condition by now. I haven't had time to care for it. Wait, the grave is clean. Not just clean, but polished as well. Someone must be caring for it.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't staring at the statue the entire time.
Yeah.
Can I do this one?
Sure.
Step away from the grave.
Who's that? Oh, okay.
I've had it with all you grave robbers. Folk like you have no shame.
What are you talking about? I'm not a grave robber.
Of course you aren't. And I'm the...
Hold on. Oh, wait, you.
I can't see it. Hold on. I know you. You're Carmos's stepdaughter.
I am. I suppose you know Camarsa.
No, Carmosa? Of course not. But I sure know you.
Well, I guess you have an advantage over me then. I have no idea who you are.
I'm obviously the town witch doctor. You don't know? I live in the town. Folk there call me Madame Gihetti?
Okay.
I don't know.
Madam Gag! As in the witch that everyone talks about.
It is the witch doctor.
So you have heard of me. The stories they tell are an exaggeration, though. Those half-wits label anything they don't understand as dangerous. Even more so, seeing as I'm a woman who's smarter than they are, I suppose it frightens them.
What's she doing at the cemetery?
Necromancing.
Digging up dead things. Although it doesn't stop them from running to me anytime I have a problem they can't fix. Personally, I prefer the term wise woman. It's a lot more appropriate, I think. So you're not a witch? I like that one.
Yeah.
So you're not really a witch.
Now, I never said that, only that the stories about me have been exaggerated. Besides, some people consider it magic when they find their way back home from the drinking all night. It really depends on your perspective.
Well, even in gossip, there's gotta be a grain of truth.
The only truth is that I am intelligent, independent, and I take care of myself without a husband.
Do it through necromancy.
Yes. If the townfolk want to call that witchcraft, so be it. It makes their own lives much simpler.
Sorry, I killed a mosquito. True, but still. Why are you here anyway? You scared me when you shouted at me.
Good. I was just visiting an old friend. I was on the way back from picking some herbs in the forest by the lake.
Oh, I've heard of the forest and the lake are special. My father used to tell me that they're magical.
There's fairies there, and they kill people. And we're talking about magic again.
I can't help it. The atmosphere is so mysterious. It does feel as if this place is magical.
The graveyard? Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic?
I was just thinking about that.
Yes. Oh, that's not an option. Should be.
Maybe a little. Or
Maybe a bit.
that's
Maybe a bit.
Yeah.
Woo. Maybe a little. My father raised me to believe, and I suppose I do miss my childhood, when I could believe wholeheartedly. But there are so many strange and wonderful things in this world. Maybe magic really does exist.
Your reasoning makes sense.
And
And what?
Does magic exist?
And you're crazy.
Well, that depends on what you consider magic. Years ago, people thought medicine was magic. Some still think that way. We label things we don't understand as magic, but then what does that mean? People call fairies magical, but we could also consider them normal creatures who live in the world like we do. They're dangerous. Birds fly and fish breathe underwater, but we don't consider them to be magical. What makes fairies different?
So does that mean that fairies really exist?
Well, it would certainly be unwise to claim otherwise while we're in this forest. Perhaps you would like to come visit my shop the next time you're in town tomorrow, maybe?
Maybe. Is there any reason you're inviting me?
To murder you.
I love how you said that.
Do I need a reason? Perhaps it's merely that I like you. Or we could talk about your mother.
Wait, you knew my mother?
Of course I did. Who do you think has been tending to her grave all this time? It surely wasn't you.
So you were friends with my mom? Oh.
There. Your question can wait for tomorrow. I'm tired, and I need to return home.
Oh, okay.
Shouldn't you hurry home as well? You'll be in deep trouble if Kamosa discovers you're gone.
How did you know that I snuck out?
Who knows? Maybe I saw it in my crystal ball.
Witch!
I'm God. Or maybe it's just that I know Kamosa wouldn't let you wander around the woods on your own. What's with that hand positioning? She's like...
Let me squeeze your throat. I really want to see you tomorrow, but it won't be easy. Carmosa usually keeps a watchful eye on me.
Sneak out at night again.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Well then, you'll just have to think of something, won't you? You won't get anything out of life if you don't take a few risks.
I guess so. I'll try to come tomorrow.
Excellent. I'll see you then. Take care of yourself.
That was certainly an unexpected meeting. But what a character! I'll definitely want to speak with her again. For now, I better just concentrate on getting home. Magic or not, the witch was right about one thing.
Oh.
If Carmosa finds out I snuck out, I'll be in deep trouble. Yay! Our residence. All clear in the main hall, and I don't hear anyone screaming my name. Looks like I made it back in time. Why are you in my house?
Oh, pardon me, ma'am. I was just on my way out.
Hey, I know you. You're the man that was with Tobias last night.
Keep your voice low, missum. I'm trying to remain incognito here.
What are you even doing here?
Oh, nothing important enough to bother you. 'Tis merely boring business stuff.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
What?
Shall we threaten him?
Tell me or face the consequences.
Alright.
I know a wizard.
I am a wizard. You'll tell me why you came, or you'll have to face the consequences.
A little lady trying to threaten me? What could you possibly do to me?
Kick you in the balls.
It's definitely an option.
I seem to remember that your errand here last night was supposed to be a secret. How would Carmosa feel if you broke your oath and let someone like me find out that you came here? And I have to wonder what Tobias would think if I told him you returned here on a secret errand. Do you think he'd hire you again?
How does she know he didn't send him?
I know.
Fine. I'll tell you, you cunning girl. You're no different from the Lady Carmosa. I only came because I had some knowledge that I figured Carmosa would pay a few coins for.
What sort of knowledge?
I've said enough already. I'm out of here.
Well then, that was certainly suspicious. I wonder what sort of information Carmosa would consider valuable. I'll have to investigate more on my own if I want to know.
I really wish we could have threatened him with our witch doctor friend.
That'd be freaking great. I could ask someone else in the household if they know anything about this guy. Maybe the chick we just befriended? I don't know. Carmosa is certainly out of the question, but maybe one of the sisters? Then again, I can never tell if they're on my side or not. It might be best to play dumb and see what happens.
We could ask Sophia. She kind of likes us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Sophia will know something. She's always watching and listening to everything in the house. I'll go look for her. Why is she in the room again? No.
No, that's just great. She's not here either. I thought for sure she'd be hiding out in her room.
Why is she looking for you?
Don't hide, Sophia. What are you doing in my room?
Looking through your diary. Mother said dinner's almost ready, so I had to come and fetch you. Where have you been?
I was washing up, but I ran into a strange man on the way back. Do you have any idea who that was or what he wanted? I seem to always have a good grasp on what's going on here.
I usually do, regardless of what Mother and Gloria think. The strange man came by earlier today. He said he had an important information for the lady of the house. Gloria tried to send him away, but Mother ordered her to let him in.
Do you have any idea what this information was?
Well, I wasn't really invited to their secret meeting.
That's too bad. I was hoping that you'd know a little more.
I said I wasn't invited. I didn't say I didn't go. I managed to overhear them talking about a grand ball. Something going on at the palace, it seems. That's all I heard.
What about the grand ball? What's the grand ball?
I haven't got a clue. This is the first time I've heard about it.
Well, thank you for the information.
I don't see why you're thanking me. It's hardly an exciting secret. Anyway, you should hurry up and get to dinner. Mother would maul us both if you were late.
Is that like getting mauled by a bear?
Yes.
I hope not.
But worse.
No! A few hours later.
This is a really pretty game.
It really is. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm so worn out.
Just eating dinner.
I ate so much. Of course, Carmosa would order me to help the servants wash the dishes.
Ah.
Wasn't much more of a servant during dinner either. Unlike the servants, I don't get paid though. Honestly, I'd rather they don't even invite me to dinner. Taking over the leftovers is better than waiting on them. At least I had something to occupy my thoughts while I did chores. A lot happened today. First there was that talk that I had with Sophia. I'm surprised that she was willing to open up to me. Usually she's so quiet and moody. She even smiled at me a few times during dinner and treated me better than usual. I wonder if she's reaching out for a friend. Maybe the two of us could be friends.
Sure.
Yeah! Oh, her circumstances aren't much better than mine, really.
My foot is so asleep it hurts.
Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. At least I had a happy childhood. She's been mistreated all her life. I wonder if I'd be the same as her if I was in the same situation. But even though she's rough and cynical, she proved today that there's a smart and sensitive girl under all that. If she stopped pushing me away, I think I could grow to like her. Still, the talk with Sophia is nothing to compare to meeting Madame Dead in the street. What a woman. She's fascinating. I just can't figure her out. Why is she talking to herself? She might look imposing. She doesn't scare me. She feels familiar and trustworthy. If her mom heard her talking to herself, she'd be in so much trouble. It's clear she cared about my mother. Otherwise, she wouldn't be tending to her grave. I should visit her in town as soon as I get the chance, at least to thank her for keeping Mom's grave clean. And then, there's the most mysterious event of the day. That weird man coming by the house.
I don't think that was the most mysterious.
Yeah, I think the wizard lady fucking was the most mysterious.
Yeah, definitely.
He was with Tobias last night, and now he's back to see Carmosa. Something must be going on here.
Doesn't she still have to visit Tobias at some point?
I know.
Yeah.
I wonder if Tobias knows why he came. Whoever that man was, he sure gets around. And how did someone like him know about the grand ball at the palace? He said that Carmosa might be interested, but I'm not sure I see the connection. I should probably investigate. So many questions in just one day. This might be my big chance to finally change my life. But I'm too tired to think about it right now. After everything I've done today, I'm feeling so worn out I can barely stand. I had hoped I'd have time to read a book before bed, but I need sleep. Maybe I'll have more energy tomorrow.
I like how at the end of every day she just stands in her room and talks to herself for like a solid 15 minutes.
Not even like a quiet, like, contemplating, it's just like out loud.
Yeah.
Cinders!
Hello, is someone there?
We are here!
Why are you a lady? You have a man voice. Who are you? I can barely see you.
Oh, but we can see you quite well.
No fair, I'm blind. What is this place? Where am I?
You're in your bed.
Why are you over my bed? So, is this a dream?
No, it's rape. It is.
Oh my god!
Sorry, that might have been a bit drastic.
That was great! None of this is real! Not even the rape!
Why? You're real and so are we. That's real enough.
Get that thing away from me! Who are you?
You don't remember us?
No! Think I'd remember somebody trying to rape me? Do we know each other?
We know you. You don't know us, but you know of us.
Are you a fairy?
Yes.
Oh,
If you want to meet us, come to the lake.
don't rape me.
Is it just me or does that figure have like claws?
Oh God.
Yeah, it might.
The lake.
And don't forget to bring a gift. It would be improper if you didn't.
His fairies.
Okay, so it's the murder fairies.
Apparently rapey fairies too.
Now
That's what
rest,
fairies
darling.
are like actually like though. In like actual mythology.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not.
Now rest, darling. You deserve it, and you'll need all the strength you can get for tomorrow. Yeah, they're actually like the worst creatures you could possibly meet.
Oh
Yeah.
God. I feel like I slept a while.
Only like 8 hours.
Oh, that's strange. It looks like late morning, but no one came to wake me up again. I wonder why. I had such a strange dream last night. It felt more real than anything I've had before.
Are her eyes yellow?
I thought they were
Yeah,
green.
they are. I can't tell if they're yellow or green.
Yeah, I think they're green.
Oh, maybe.